Hello everyone, welcome to H&S Automotive, and thank you for taking an interest in this 2013 Dodge Grand Caravan SXT. So in this video, we'll do a walkthrough of this vehicle. I'll point out any imperfections the vehicle has, and then we'll also go over some of the major features and functions of the vehicle. Now, before we get started, we would like to point out that we purchased this vehicle from an insurance company. So coming around here towards the driver's side rear, you guys will notice some damage right over here. So I guess the vehicle scraped up against like a guardrail or maybe another vehicle, not sure what it was, but it resulted in this damage right over here that you can see on the camera. Now with that being said, it did not affect the suspension or anything like that. It was mostly just all cosmetic. There were also no airbags deployed in the accident, so just a fender bender. And then this vehicle does still have a clear Wisconsin title, so it's not a salvage or rebuilt or anything like that. It is still a clear Wisconsin title, but this is the extent to the damage that it was. We did have to replace the rear tail light, but this is the same bumper cover, so the bumper cover did not suffer any damages. The tail light was cracked. All right, so with that out of the way, we'll get started with our video walkthrough. At first, I'll just kind of walk around the vehicle, give you guys a general overview, and then after that, we will dive in a little bit deeper. So here we are coming around towards the passenger side. And then from here, we will move in a little bit closer, taking a look at the front bumper cover. Now, I'll try to point out any imperfections on the vehicle, like dents or scratches or anything like that. You will have to excuse us. The vehicle is a little bit dusty at the moment. We got some construction going on outside, and shows up pretty well, all the dust on the black paint. All right, so taking a look at the front bumper cover. Now I'm looking for any scrapes. I do see a little bit of scraping right over here, but other than just normal wear and tear such as bugs, we did run it through the car wash, so some of these bugs are a little bit caked on there. But other than that, the bumper cover seems to be in pretty good condition. Taking a look at the headlights. Now this headlight does have a little bit of condensation into it, not too much, not too bad at all, and this one is nice and clear. Taking a look at the grille. The grille is in very good condition. There's no missing honeycomb structure or anything like that. It is all intact. Now taking a look at the hood. Now once again, like I said, it is a little bit dusty at the moment, but other than just the dust and the bugs, the hood seems to be in pretty good condition. All the panel gaps are nice and even. It doesn't seem to have been in an accident in its life, at least not in the front. But hood seems to be in good condition. Taking a look at the driver's side front fender. Once again, same story here. Nice and clean. And then taking a look at the tires, as you can see, these tires seem to have been recently replaced by the previous owner, and they are in very good condition. All four are nearly brand new. And then same goes for the rims. Rims are also in very good condition. And then as you can see, the rotor back there, there's no rust on it or anything like that. And also it's got the coating on there, so the brakes also seem to have been done recently as well. So new tires and brakes. Now moving on to the driver's side door. I do see a scratch right over here, scratch right here, and then some minor scratches right down there. Then moving on to the rear door. This door does have quite a bit of scratching. Here, I'll try to see if the camera can pick it up. I think this family may have had, little young ones that kind of took a liking to this van and resulted in those scratches. These do not seem to have been related to the accident or anything like that. So this door does have quite a bit of heavy scratches, as you can see. So right there. And then moving on to the driver's side rear quarter panel. Once again, like I pointed out earlier, this is the damage that resulted in the accident. So not too bad, but it is there. And then this is the headlight that was replaced. And then taking a look at the rear bumper cover. Now once again, the rear bumper cover does have some scratching on the corner right over here. And then just kind of moving around, this side is very clean. So I'm assuming one of the kids got a hold of something sharp and try to draw something on the van. But other than that, it's in good condition. Taking a look at the rear trunk lid. Now once again, just looking for any scrape marks, scratches, or dents. Don't see anything. The rear trunk lid seems to be in good condition. And then moving on, taking a look at the passenger side rear quarter panel. This side is nice and clean, so not a whole lot of scratching on here. No damage over here either. And then one other thing I would like to point out on this vehicle is there is no rust spots on this vehicle whatsoever. So besides the scratching on the other side, or the scratches on the other side, this vehicle is in very, very good condition. I mean, all the rocker panels are nice and clean. Typically the Grand Caravans will develop some rust areas right over here, but this one is in very, very good condition. Taking a look at the passenger side rear door. Once again, it does have some, I don't want to say scratches, but just kind of scrape marks, but these we will try to buff out. This does not look like anything too severe. The camera's not even picking up most of them, so like something over here, I'm pretty sure we can buff that out. And then taking a look at the passenger side door. This one is nice and clean, no real imperfections right there. And then moving on to the passenger side front fender, once again in good condition. Alrighty. And then all the, as I pointed out earlier, all the tires are fairly new. Alrighty guys, so from here we will climb into the vehicle and check out the interior. So right over here, we've got the driver's sorted for the vehicle. We do have some power windows, power locks, and then power mirrors as well. So everything is powered right there. And then just kind of getting an overview of the interior. Got the driver's seat right over here. Passenger seat right there. Alrighty, so from here we will climb into the vehicle. Alrighty guys, so as you can see, we are behind the steering wheel of the vehicle. So from here we will take a look at the instrument cluster. As you guys can see, the vehicle does have 150,000 miles, or 151,000 miles almost on the odometer. The engine runs nice and smooth. There's no odd noises or vibrations. And then taking a look, we do have a tire pressure monitoring light on. Now all the tires are inflated up to the proper level, and then nothing's losing air, but unfortunately one of the sensors is bad, so which is causing that light. But other than that, there's no check engine light or transmission light or anything of that sort. Mechanically the vehicle is in very good condition. But moving on, taking a look at the steering wheel, we do have some steering wheel mounted controls. On the right side of the steering wheel, we've got the cruise control for the vehicle. To turn it on or off is just this button right over here, and then you can accelerate or decelerate right from these two buttons. And then this setup button just kind of controls the infotainment, the display right over there. So that's all just controlled from these two buttons right there. All right, and in the middle we have our typical horn. And then right behind the steering wheel, we have our turn signal stalks right there. And then those as a wiper operation. And then behind that, we've got our headlight switch right there. And then behind this side of the steering wheel, we've got our transmission selector. As you guys can see, this vehicle is an automatic. And then just checking out the dashboard right over here. It's nice and clean. There's no rips or tears on the dashboard or anything like that. Nice and intact. In the middle, we do have our audio controls for the vehicle. So this vehicle is equipped with AM, FM, as well as CD player. And then we do also have aux connectivity as well right there. And then the volume control is just right over here. And then to tune the radio is just right there. So very self-explanatory, nothing complicated there. And then beneath that, we've got our climate control vents right over here. And then the actual climate controls right beneath that. So the fan speed is right in the middle. And then we do have dual climate controls, so the driver and the passenger can set different temperatures depending on their liking. And then we do have different vent controls right over here. So very simple to use controls. And And then right over here, we've got the Econ button. So this kind of improves the gas mileage a little bit once it's turned on. And then we got the hazard switch right there. So that's just this button right over here. And then the traction control button. And then beneath that, we've got our storage compartment. So a great place to put your phone or your wallet or anything like that. We do also have 2 other cup holders right there. I'll turn on the lights so we can see better. So 2 cup holders right there. This kind of just slides right in. And then we have additional storage right there. And then we have 2 power outlets right down here as well. So 1 and 2 right there. And then some additional storage right over here, as well as cup holders, as you can see. And then, so just kind of taking a look at the passenger side. Passenger seat is nice and clean as well. And then these Dodge Grand Caravans do have 2 glove boxes, so 1 on top and then 1 on the bottom. So plenty of storage in this vehicle. Storage is not an issue, and neither are cup holders. All right, so from here we'll check out the rear seating area, see how that is. All right, so right over here we've got the rear seating area. We've got 2 captain's chairs in the middle. And then here, I'll just kind of, and then we got seating, bench seating in the back right over there. All right, here, I'll just put this right back up. So I'll climb inside. And then go ahead and close this door. So as you can see, the rear passengers also get their own climate controls. So the fan speed is right over here. And then the, I believe this is the temperature control, yep, and then the vent control right over there. So very basic controls for the passengers in the rear. Try to cover a few other things. Apologize, these dark seats don't show up well up on camera, so do the best that I can. But like I said, captain's chairs in the middle, and then a bench seat in the back, and then the rear passengers also get their own cup holders as well. So, and also plenty of room in the 3rd row as well. So very comfortable for everyone. And then this is our view from the rear. All right, so from here we will climb outside. And then to close the door, you just kind of pull on the latch and it closes nice and perfect. So as you can notice, the vehicle is currently running. Very smooth runner. But from here, we will take a look at the engine compartment. Alrighty, guys. So as you can see, we are in the engine compartment for the vehicle. So from here, I'll just be quiet for a second and let you guys take a listen. Alright, as you guys can tell, very smooth running engine. There's no odd noises or vibrations. A very good power plant. Alrighty, so from here we will take a look at the undercarriage. Alrighty, guys, so as you can see, we've got the vehicle on the lift here. We'll take a look at the undercarriage. I'll start on the front, work my way towards the back. So we got the transmission right over here, engine right over here. As you can see, nice and clean, no oil leaks or anything like that. Taking a look at the suspension. I'll turn the light on over here so we can see a little bit better. All right, there we go. So what we're looking at is the front passenger side of the vehicle. As you can see, nice and clean. CV boots are nice and intact. They seem to have been replaced fairly recently, judging from the boot. But if that was torn or anything like that, we would see grease all over the place and it would just be a mess down here. But as you can see, everything is nice and clean and properly mounted and secured. And taking a look at the driver's side, once again, we got the same story here. Nice new CV boots, no grease, and then everything seems to be properly mounted and secured as well. Alrighty, now just kind of moving right past the engine and transmission, we'll move towards the middle of the vehicle. And then right over here, we've got the front subframe. So this is kind of what the engine sits on right over here. But as you guys can see, there's no rust issues or anything like that. Nice and solid, still got the factory paint on it. Right over here, we've got the exhaust running all the way over to the engine. So this is a very good view of the engine from the back. As you guys can see, it is nice and clean back here. There's no oil leaks or anything like that, which is very good to see. And then right over here, we've got the steering linkage. Once again, nice and clean. Also no rust issues or corrosion issues or anything like that. Alrighty. So moving on from the subframe, right over here, we can see the structural component of the vehicle. nice and clean. There's no rust issues. Still got the factory coating on it. Right over here, we've got the brake lines for the vehicle. Once again, no corrosion issues. And yeah, no rust issues that can be seen. Right over here, we've got the exhaust, which is also very clean as well. And then once again, taking a look at the rocker panels, nice and clean, no rust issues. There's not even surface rust on these, which is very good to see. And then the same goes for the driver's side as well. As you can see, rocker panels are nice and clean as well. Right above my head was the spare tire for the vehicle. So the spare tire on these vehicles is located right in the middle. And then just kind of moving right back, just taking a look around. Once again, the vehicle seems to have been very well kept in terms of corrosion. Alrighty, so we'll just kind of work our way back towards the rear suspension. So right over here, we've got the rear torsion beam, kind of acts as the rear subframe as well, I guess. But everything's properly mounted and secured. There's no corrosion issues or anything like that. Very solid. And then taking a look at the rear suspension. So we got the springs for the vehicle right over here. And then the shocks should be right on this side, right over here. So they're not leaking or anything like that. They are properly mounted and secured. And then the same goes for this side as well. No leaks on the shocks, so they work well. And then the springs are nice and intact as well. Yeah, everything is nice and clean back here. And then this is our rear tub for the vehicle. So this is kind of the area that the stow and go seats fold into. So this is for the rear seats. And then the middle seating area just kind of folds into this tub right over here. Since we are under here, take a look at the tires. Much better view from over here. So as you can see, plenty of tread left on these tires, on the rear ones. And then moving forward, got this front driver's side, and then the front passenger side tire right over here. Alrighty guys, and that concludes our undercarriage portion of the video walkthrough.